I used to watch TV like that. But now I watch TV like this. That's right. Your boy Viper has switched from regular TV to the Apple Vision Pro. Let me talk to ya. What's up, people? This your boy Viper, the man about tech, back again for the video. And yes, I no longer use my Sony A95K 65-inch 4K TV anymore. I rarely turn it on, which is kind of odd considering the fact that I own both an Xbox Series X and a PS5, but yet I still do not turn that TV on anymore. And it has been that way since February 2nd of 2024. Now, what happened on February 2nd, 2024, you might ask? Well, if you know, you know. But if you don't know, that is the day that the Apple Vision Pro was released. And I have had my Apple Vision Pro since launch day. And once I got my hands on the Apple Vision Pro, it pretty much made my TV disposable, obsolete, whatever you want to call it. So why am I not using my pretty good 65-inch 4K television anymore? Well, once you use an Apple Vision Pro, you quickly come to realize that regular TV just has limitations that you don't have to constrain yourself to when you put on that Apple Vision Pro. For one, it is one size, 65 inches. I can't make it bigger or smaller if you want to do that. It is constrained to that box, that 65-inch frame that is big as the TV is going to get. Number two, it is stationary. Right now, it's in my den. I'm not moving it because that thing is heavy as hell. It was a crazy time getting it in there, and it's staying there until I throw it out or whatever the case may be. But it's stationary. It can't be moved. I can't take it to the bathroom like I can with my Apple Vision Pro, or I can't take it out of the house again like I can with my Apple Vision Pro. So it's just those physical constraints that put those added limitations on that TV set. If you haven't already, hit subscribe for more Apple content. Another limitation of that TV set is that I can only watch one program at a time normally. Now, there are some apps that you might use that will allow for multi-view viewing, but normally you can only watch one program at a time on that TV. And the other thing about watching things on the regular TV is that it makes multitasking harder than it needs to be because you have to introduce several devices, or you have to introduce at least another device to get the maximum multitasking out of that. So what do I mean? Let's say I want to do some work while watching a movie, right? I would have to go pull out my laptop or maybe my cell phone or tablet in addition to having the TV on. Well, that's not something that I have to worry about with the Apple Vision Pro. One device, I can still watch stuff and do my work at the same time wearing the Apple Vision Pro. So it makes multitasking a little bit easier because it introduces less friction to the multitasking process. And that's just awesome. So those are just some of the limitations about watching content on that TV. But then you come into the world, the universe of the Apple Vision Pro. And oh yes, it is an amazing experience. Consuming media and content with the Apple Vision Pro is outer-worldly. For one, you can change the size of the content. So let's say I put on a movie from the Apple TV app, right? It's gonna show up in a regular 16:9 aspect ratio. But if I wanna watch it on a bigger screen, I just pinch and pull, whoop, and it's big. It's bigger than my 65-inch. I can make it the size of an entire wall if I wanna do that. That is amazing. Not to mention, as I alluded to with the limitations of the TV, multitasking is so much easier with the Apple Vision Pro. I could be watching that same big time movie and still be on Safari browsing my social media, or I could be doing my work, or I could just be FaceTiming, or not really FaceTime, but I could be iMessaging somebody while I'm watching a movie, all while wearing the Apple Vision Pro. So it just makes multitasking so much easier. The other thing, which we've seen a ton on YouTube, is that if you got to take a bathroom break, the action does not need to stop. You can have action on top of action if you smell what the vibe is cooking. But that's what it is. I could go do what I need to do and still be watching my content because I'm wearing the Apple Vision Pro and the content comes with me. That's just amazing. And not to mention the fact that your Apple Vision Pro provides you 2 lenses which have 4K displays in each eye. Whoo! So you are getting the crispiest, the saltiest content in 4K with your Apple Vision Pro, so you're not really losing resolution by not watching it on the 4K TV. So all of those different things add up to make the multimedia content experience on Apple Vision Pro something out of this world. And did I mention the audio? I mean, if you own a pair of AirPods Pro with USB Type-C, then you get lossless audio to couple with that multimedia experience, and that you might as well just have a movie theater put on your face, on your head, because that's what it feels like when you combine the visuals of the Apple Vision Pro with the audios of those AirPods with USB Type-C. It creates an amazing media consumption experience between the visuals and the audio, and then boom, it's in your face, it's in your ears. You can't get away. It's almost like having a movie theater on your head, and there are no complaints from the man about tech. But again, with the Apple Vision Pro, it's not just about the media consumption experiences. You know, a lot of times when you read a good book, it literally can transform you to another place, another time. Well, some of the app experiences on the Apple Vision Pro do the same thing. I mean, I was just watching a Gucci video on there the other day, and it was about their new fashion director or whatever his name is. I don't know. But the video incorporated 2D video plus some elements of augmented reality on top of putting you in a virtual reality when the scene chose for that type of situation. So you had elements of 2D, 3D, and virtual reality all in the same video with this Gucci app on the Vision Pro. That, my friends, is the future of content consumption. It is absolute bananas what developers will be able to do with the Apple Vision Pro. The other day I was in I was using an app, and this app was an app displaying different paintings by different artists. And while you're looking at the painting, you can literally surround yourself in an environment of the art itself. So you can literally be inside of the art. What? Be inside of the art? That's better than going to any old museum that you could walk into, because while, yes, you can experience the art by walking by and getting a good look up close at it, the Vision Pro puts you into the art with this particular app. It's kind of nuts, but just those type of experiences and the immersiveness of the Apple Vision Pro just makes things feel so much more real and dynamic for their users and the wearers of the Apple Vision Pro. And the beautiful thing about it is we have only scratched the surface of what this device can and will be able to do. There's a bunch of people on YouTube and headlines out there talking about the Vision Pro and doom. It's failed because there's some rumors out there that Apple cut shipments of the Vision Pro. Listen, man, I told you all before, you are grading the Apple Vision Pro on the wrong curve, okay? You're grading it on the iPhone curve. It was never meant to be graded on the iPhone curve. The entry price alone should tell you that it was never meant to be a mainstream consumer product on the order of the iPhone. How many people have $3,500 of disposable income to spend on an Apple Vision Pro? Don't worry, I'll wait. Not too long, though. Not too many. Not too many at all. But y'all acting like that's because it didn't sell like 1 million units or whatever the case may be that it failed. It's only been out 3 months, and developers are still making apps, new apps for this thing every day. Not to mention the fact next month on June 10th, we have WWDC, where Apple will announce visionOS 2.0, and there might be some more developments on what the device might be able to do software-wise. So I think the accounts of Apple Vision Pro's demise are greatly exaggerated. Those of y'all who jump off the train will be jumping back on probably by the end of the year when you understand what we have in our hands here with the Apple Vision Pro. But yeah, TV, see yourself out, bro. I'm done.